Oh, hey everybody, this is Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone. It's Sunday night, and I decided just to come on and do a couple of quick videos for you, just myself. I hope you don't mind. And so don't mind my hair, and my makeup is a mess, but I just wanted to do these videos. The first video that I want to look at, or the first topic that I want to look at, is Pam Bondi. What is wrong with that girl? What is wrong with her? She's a mess, and she has aged about 20 years in the last 10 months. And I just wanted to look at her chart, and then maybe I'll throw cards. I'm not quite sure. Let's see what we get out of her chart. Now I'm going to switch the camera around, so just hold on just a second here. Okay, so I hope you can see the chart. You don't really have to worry too much about the chart. It's just kind of a visual aid for me. Um, but she's a Scorpio, okay? So she has her sun at 25 degrees of Scorpio, and she has her moon conjunct Pluto and Uranus. Now remember, Trump has a chart that has a very, very impactful Uranus. It's conjunct his sun. So she has hers conjunct her moon, and also Pluto here. Pluto is power. So she has a moon, which is her um, more feminine behavior. Virgo is a much more submissive sign than Scorpio, I would say. And in this chart, one of the things I'm going to focus on, because I don't have a rising sign, I don't have a time for her rising sign. So I'm going to focus on the degrees of the planets in her chart and try to get out of that information more of a psychological profile of what's going on with Pam Bondi, because there is just something weird going on here. So she's a very aggressive Scorpio. She has 25 degrees. That's an Aries degree. She gravitates to fame. Her moon and Mercury are both at 17 degrees. Her anything else? Those are the two things at 17 degrees. Now her Mercury is in a different sign. Her Mercury is in Sagittarius up here, which is debilitated, or excuse me, in detriment. So it's not a strong Mercury, which is interesting that she's in a career where you need a strong Mercury to be to be an attorney. So I'm not sure how great of an attorney she actually is. However, she gravitates to fame, but it's a challenge for her to be a lawyer. Um, this position that she has of the moon and Pluto here, and the degrees that they occupy, tell me that for her, um, this is late in her career, or she's going to achieve the biggest amount of her greatness when she's older. That's just the way it's going to go. She's not going to be like, and she isn't like right out of the gate, this like lawyer, this brilliant legal mind that everybody says is, destined for greatness. Um, Her relationships also are riddled with unclear motives, shadowness, possibly drugs, narcissism, unclear endings. And that's due to the number of the degree about her Venus and Mars, which are very close to each other. They're both in Capricorn. This is not a warm and fuzzy sign anyway. It's not a warm and fuzzy place to have Venus and Mars. But Mars does well in the sign of Capricorn. But as far as relationships go, this is going to be a cold place. And it's also going to indicate daddy issues, that there's some kind of a daddy issue that she needs to resolve in her life. And I have a feeling she's never going to try to resolve it. Um, she strives for material wealth to protect herself, and that comes from her Mars also. It's a number two. It's a second degree, which is a Taurus degree, meaning that, money, food, the earth, and the voice, interestingly, is very important to her. She's destined to be involved with the law, but Neptune is right here next to her sun. This is a weird thing for a lawyer. This to me says shady as F. Really, really shady. So and we know that she's been a lobbyist for Qatar. So, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on there. She's destined to be involved with the law, but her Neptune means that it's unclear which side of the law she will promote. When trying to take control of things, she is not good. She needs to be led. She needs to be told where to go, which is also weird for a Scorpio. But she's got this sun clouded over with Neptune, so she's not able to really direct her chi, her sun energy herself. She needs someone to do that. Her sole action legally is to make things smaller. This is due to her Pluto and Uranus in the sign of Virgo, and that degree is a Virgo degree even, and it means to diminish and make smaller. It's also a degree that's known to be diabolical and evil. And if you have Pluto in something like that, yeah, she is. She's diabolical and evil. That's not cool. So she has the potential for great power, but at her root, I believe there is some sort of a trauma which she does not acknowledge. But it could just be not even a trauma. It could just be that she is diabolical and evil, because that's the degree that these things are. Now, in a personal reading, I would never tell somebody that they are diabolical and evil, but I think we've seen it. We've seen it in action. We've seen the way that she behaves and the actions that she takes. So no bueno for Pam. I mean, I could put her chart up next to Trump's. Maybe I'll do that next time. But this little analysis of her, I think, says a lot. She's not the person who's making the decisions about pulling the strings, but she's making the strings happen under the direction of somebody else, which is, again, weird for a Scorpio. Okay, let me throw a few cards. The deck that I'm using is the Tarot of the Vampire. That's what the backs look like. And I really love this deck, but I gotta tell you, there's so much symbolism in these cards. It would take me 3 hours to read the whole Celtic cross of these cards. So I'm just going to go and give you the highlights. It'll be enough. Okay, so the first card that we get is the Six of Grails, which is like the Six of Cups. And you notice that there's a serpent coming over her shoulder, and she is drinking what appears to be a goblet of blood. This is her. This is her situation. She's literally drunk the Kool-Aid, and she's doing what's been asked of her. Six of Grails usually would be going back to the past and doing things from the past. And I have always had a feeling for Pam that she was an epi girl. That's how she got her start. And enough said there. That's just my belief. She has the right look. She's the right age. I think that she is one. What crosses her is the Two of Knives, meaning that she needs to make a decision about the truth, that she is not allowing herself to bring the truth out. And I think what the truth is that she has a deep wound from this past series of events that occurred when she was young. And it gave her start, possibly the money to go to law school and all of that stuff, to put her in front of the right people so that she got good positions, like the working in the AG's office in Florida. So that's what I think. And her decision is always top of mind these days, I think, because she sees the epi victims, talking and stuff like that. So crazy. Now, at the base for her is the Fool. It's a really beautiful card. But the Fool is telling me that she is on a journey that she has to believe in. She has to go whole hog into the cult in order to just maintain her everyday ability to work. But it's not really something that she believes in. Now, in the past, she felt like she had plenty of money, plenty of stuff. She was doing great. She was okay with everything because materially she was okay. And remember, in her chart, being materially okay is important to her. It gives her confidence and it makes her feel better about the things that she's saying, because her voice is also important and she has a problem with that. What she thinks is going to happen is that she's going to be fine, that all the secrets are going to stay secret, that all the bodies will stay buried, that nobody will find out what all of these secrets are. She's living in a dream world. And that's because her Neptune is close to her sun. She's living in a dream world all the time. She is like Trump. She's one of these people who can just convince herself that things are what they are when that's not reality. Coming up for her, though, is the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Knives. And this means that some new truth is coming out. I don't think this investigation is a good idea. I really don't. And I think that's going to be bad for her. She is at the Prince of Grails. So she's still in her cups, literally, and kind of delusional about what's going on. She's just getting more and more convinced of what's going on in the cult. But I mean, I think the rest of the world is seeing that she is the High Priestess of Evil. She is perpetrating evil acts on innocent people. I think that's what that's saying. And then we have the Queen of Scepters or Queen of Wands. So what is this going to bring? Well, if you're the head of the DOJ, who sues you? I don't know. But the Queen of Scepters is coming for her. That is what's coming for her. And the final outcome is another person of the law, the Daughter of Knives. So there's a bunch of lawyers. There's a bunch of female lawyers coming for her. I mean, this could be the Queen of Scepters. This could be attorneys or the victims or both. Attorneys for the victims. This could be another attorney who's also young and, well, looks young and blonde. But Pam does not look good these days. So I don't think this is going to be really, really great for her. I think this is a bad thing for her to be doing. Okay, that's it. That's what I have for Pam Bondi. And thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like, share, all the YouTubey things. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this. Please make sure that you leave at least 7 characters in that comment so that it really hits the algorithm. And in my description, I have links for my discount codes for Otter Spirit bracelets. And I also tell you how you can get a reading with me and all those good things. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.